Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do my first NFL recap of the day. Probably just going to cover Commanders-Broncos a little bit for my Sunday night recap. But I'm just going to do, I'm going to recap the rest of the games today, talk about some of them, like the Rams-Panthers, Texans-Colts, mainly. But I'll recap Commanders-Broncos, but I'll talk about the rest of the games as well tonight. Really, two main ones. But let's talk about Steelers-Bills. The 4:25 game today, and the Bills, they beat Pittsburgh 26-7. 26-7. But yeah, they outscored Pittsburgh 23-0 in the second half. It really started with that turnover. Started the third quarter. Rodgers just trying to play too much hero ball, I thought. Gets drilled. Doesn't see the defender coming. Fumbles. Bills take it for a touchdown. And then the Bills just ran all over the Steelers defense in this game. Josh Allen didn't have to do much because they only threw it 23 times. But they really didn't have to throw it a lot, because you look at this running game. James Cook, 144 yards. Ray Davis, 62 yards. Josh Allen, 38 yards. They ran for how many yards on this Steelers defense here today? They ran for 249 rushing yards. So both teams had turned the ball over twice, but the Steelers didn't even have the ball long in this game, because it felt like the offense was turning the ball over constantly. They turned it over in the second half 2 times. But their drives were just bad offensively. Only 166 total yards. It was just embarrassing, man, by the Steelers' offense. Look, Mike Tomlin's done good for the Steelers, but it might be time to go, man. It just might be. And Tomlin's going to say tomorrow in his press conference, we need to execute better. And knowing the fans can't do anything about that. He might need to be fired, man. I'm going to watch the tape. Such a loser coach, man. Just to go 9-8 every year. Or whatever. Like, this is just not a good football team. Like, their defense has got worse. The offense just can't function well. The team needs a complete culture change. Players on Twitter fighting back at fans. It's just not culture football. It's just, they might have to fire Mike Tomlin after the season, man. Remember the Steelers, they had George Pickens and they traded him. Could have had 2 good receivers, but no. And the Bills have broke the record for the most yards rushing as an opponent in Acrisure Stadium, however the fuck you say that first word. The stadium was built in 2001. They had 249 yards rushing. And James Cook is reaping off feels like 15-yard run after 15-yard run. And the crowd was booing, and they're saying, "Fire Tomlin, cha 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 cha. Fire Tomlin, cha 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 cha." So it's just a sinking ship, man. So Rodgers gets hurt. The Bills score a touchdown. Mason comes in and throws a pick instantly. And then Rodgers was bleeding. They got that one touchdown, and that was it. With the Jalen Warren run, they took a 7-0 lead. They outscored 26-0 the rest of the game. They might as well try and play Will Howard at this point. Like, Aaron Rodgers just isn't what he used to be. And Mason Rudolph comes in instantly, throws a pick. Tomlin still has 3 years left on his contract. They need to somehow get out of that. And if it isn't bad enough, it's 23-7, right? This game's probably over regardless. Steelers, they have a 4th and 2. What is happening? But it's 4th and 2, right? They run a halfback dive on 4th and 2 with Kenneth Gainwell, with a whole defense packed in the box. What a great play call there by Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin, we're still on track for 9-8. But that's what happens when you have a dinosaur quarterback who's not a threat to run or pass, and then a terrible play calling. Master class by Arthur Smith. Why'd they hire this dude to be their offensive coordinator again? I mean, we've seen his offenses be shit, and the Steelers went out and hired this guy. Could have had 2 good receivers, but no. They traded George Pickens, which is good for me, but bad for the Steelers franchise. But yeah, let's talk about let's go over these over the stats. Started Josh Allen, 15 of 23, 123, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 8 runs, 38 yards, 4.8 carrying a touchdown. So he had 2 total touchdowns in this ball game. And he didn't really have to throw the ball a lot. Just an average game from Josh Allen. They ran the ball like 41 times with their 2 running backs. So that's what was working today. But he set the NFL record for rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. So he set a little record there. He didn't have to do much in this ball game because the Steelers' run defense could not stop a nosebleed today. But James Cook, what a game from James fucking Cook. Cook bout to cook. Cook bout to cook. 32 runs, 144 yards, 4.5 yards per carry by James Cook. Absolutely phenomenal in this game. Also had 3 catches for 33 yards. Actually, their leading receiver, so great game from James Cook in this one. How many total yards? 154, 64, 74, 177 total yards in this ball game by James Cook. Steelers had no answer to stop him. How about Ray Davis, Kentucky legend? 9 runs, 62 yards. 62 yards, 6.9 per carry. Nice. But yeah, the running game was the main just thing the Steelers could not stop. And once they started turning the ball over, the Bills started scoring touchdowns, especially, well, obviously the one they recovered off the fumble. And then they made a few field goals, and they win by 19 points. Dawson Knox, 3 catches, 28 yards. Ty Johnson, 3 catches, 20 yards. Brandon Cooks, who was released by the Saints, 1 catch, 13 yards. Jackson Halls, 1 catch, 10 yards. How about Keon Coleman, 2 catches, 9 yards, and a touchdown. Gabe Davis, 1 catch, 5 yards, and Khalil Shakir, 1 catch for 5 yards. So the Bills' offense was pretty bad in the first half, but the defense was really damn good the whole game, and then they forced, and then they got that touchdown, they got forced another turnover, and then they just started running, they just ran it all down the Steelers' throat. Pause. Defensively, you had 1 forced fumble by Joey Bosa and one sack, 1 forced fumble, which led to that touchdown. Benford had an interception. He also recovered that fumble and ran it for a touchdown, by the way, that Joey Bosa forced. Matt Prater, 2 for 2 on field goals, 2 of 3 on extra points. For the Steelers, Bills improved to 8-4. The Steelers, though, dropped to 6-6. Aaron Rodgers, 10 of 21, 117 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. You know, he got bloody from taking that huge hit. But still, not a great game from Aaron Rodgers. That injury might be affecting him. If it is, he shouldn't be playing. Rudolph, he threw 3 passes, didn't complete any of them. He threw an interception. Bad throw, typical. I don't know how you missed. Who did he miss? Was it Darnell Washington? Jalen Warren, 10 runs, 35 yards, 3.5 to carry a touchdown. Gainwell, 5 runs, 20 yards. Caleb Johnson had 2 runs for 3 yards. Darnell Washington, 2 catches, 45 yards. DK Metcalf, 3 catches, 32 yards. Man, what a trade that was. He has 400, 500 yards this year. Gainwell, 2 catches, 25 yards. Defensively, you had 1 forced fumble by Black, 1 by Herbig. You had an interception by Eccles. But the run defense was just complete shit. Boswell made an extra point. The Steelers dropped to 6-6. 1 game away from 6-7. 6-7. Anyways, Bills had 0 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, 13 in the third quarter, 10 in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh had 0 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, and 0 in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh actually led 7-3 at halftime, believe it or not. But then the Bills outscored them to a donut in the second half. But let's go over the team stats here and then wrap it up. The Bills had 372 total yards of offense, 123 passing, 249 rushing, 5 yards of play, 26 first downs, 8 of 15 on third down, 2 of 2 on fourth down, 74 total plays, no sacks, 2 punts, 7 penalties, 1 fumble, 1 interception, but 41 minutes. A time of possession really controlled this game all the way throughout. Steelers 166 total, 108 passing, 58 rushing, 3 yards of play, 3.9, 10 first downs, 3 of 9 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down, 43 total plays, 1 sack allowed, 4 punts, 5 penalties, 1 fumble, 1 interception, with 18 minutes of time of possession. So yeah, just a terrible game by the Steelers offense. The Steelers are just... Steelers and Ravens battle for that division. One of those two teams, if whichever one make it, they're not gonna make it far in the playoffs, man. There's no moral victories, nothing positive about this game. If you're a Steelers fan, it's just losers and only losers. In a similar fashion to what you saw against the Bears a week ago, the Steelers were alive in this game until the wheels came off after halftime. In the third quarter started, flipped everything from constant offensive mistakes to a worn-up defense not being able to hold up. Then the Bills quickly racked up score after score after score. Secure lead, never lost it, and routed this team from yet another tough loss. No matter if you're a part of the Fire Tomlin crowd, which if it's me, I would fire Mike Tomlin. This team is in a tough spot right now, considering how embarrassing this game was for the second time this year. You don't have a single winner on the list. The coaches, from Mike Tomlin down to each of the coordinators, this entire staff was embarrassment. The offense failed to move the ball at all and couldn't keep pace with a flag football team, let alone the Bills. No matter if it was on the ground or through the air, the offense was pretty pathetic. The defense did okay at times, but wore down the second half and fell apart. Their run defense was still horrible all day, though, and they allowed Buffalo's strength to shine this week. And meanwhile, Tomlin just allows all the issues to persist with no real changes, though. The quarterbacks were losers. I mean, Cam Hayward, he didn't play a downright horrible game, but his jawing with Josh Allen was annoying. Say the trash talk for when you're winning, dude. TJ Watt, he's struggled to generate pressure and failed to record a big play. He's not really done shit this year. And the fans are also losers as well, watching this. It's 9-8 still on the table, sure, but you want better than that. But yeah, the Bills beat the Steelers 26-7, that's all to say. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.